Today on DrPhil.
It's like a zoo.
It's so crazy.
Is your family overstressed and overspent? I'm talking to you. You got cats howling, dogs barking, phones ringing. My stomach hurt watching the tape. 3 kids, 3 different meals. That's 21 different meals per kid per week. You are a short order cook. 6 televisions, 4 computers. You can't afford that. You're spending $150 a month on cable. You can get that on network. You don't need cable to get me. Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
Today is going to be a changing day in your life.
5, 4.
Get ready to take care of you. Money, money, money. It's the #1 topic couples fight about. In fact, we've been talking about families and finances since season 1, when we met Ed and Ginger, a couple who overspent, lived way beyond their means, and ended up filing for bankruptcy. They had 5 phones, 3 TVs, 2 kids, 3 dogs, 2 cats, and even a pet lizard. They were overextended, overscheduled, and overstressed, trying to dig their family out of debt. It's one of my favorite episodes, and it's being brought to you by Preserve Gold, and for good reason. Getting out of debt is the first step, but building wealth for retirement is the ultimate goal. That's why I want you to pick up the phone right now and get my free wealth protection guide. You can text Ask Phil to 50505 or simply call 844-718-2642. There's also a special offer for Dr. Phil viewers, up to $20,000 in free gold and silver. Few things are as important as planning for your family's future, so try not to end up like my guest Ed and Ginger, who were a perfect example of Americans living beyond their means, which just happens to be the title of this episode.
My wife Ginger, my 2 kids, Julie Mae and Dakota, 3 dogs, 2 cats, a bearded dragon, and it's like a zoo.
We've been married for 14 years, and I feel like we've been going ever since the day we said I do.
Phones start ringing at 6 o'clock in the morning. We take showers together, not because it's a romantic thing, it's because it cuts down time.
Get up, come on.
We start with Dakota, we get him ready.
Come on, let's go. Hurry up.
Honey, it's time to wake up.
Julie Mae's up 30 minutes later.
The day in the office is crazy. The phones go nonstop, faxing.
Hold on.
It feels like we can't get anything done.
I'm worried about finances. I'm worried about why I got to make the money, so I got to make sure I have all these accounts with the money coming in. We're trying to get out of bankruptcy.
About 3 o'clock, I usually get a stomach ache, thinking about all the other things I have to get done before we leave for football.
Come on, buddy, let's go. We're late, come on.
I'll see you there. Okay. Football takes a big chunk of our time. The practices are 4 days a week, and then they're all day on Saturday.
You go get the crickets, and I'm going to go get dinner.
Okay.
I want to get a large French fry.
You like crickets?
Oh, fast food again.
Do you see what it's like with Julie Mae? We've tried disciplining, we've tried the point system. I mean, I feel it in my chest. It's so crazy.
We've tried to have Friday nights our date night. My daughter we drop off at my mom's house, she takes care of her, and my son has nowhere to go. So he hangs out with us. We have no time together alone.
Jules, drink your straw milk, go to sleep, come on.
You have to get some rest.
I don't sleep well as it is. My mind never stops going.
Barbecues, lazy Sundays seem somewhat of a fantasy to me. I know it happens because I've seen it in the movies.
I love my wife. She's the world to me. My kids mean everything to me. And I just hope Dr. Phil can help us get our life together.
Okay, that's pretty hectic. I mean, I think I'm like the busiest guy in the free world, and I couldn't do that. So this is wearing you down.
Yes.
What can you just not do without? Out of everything that you just saw on there, what is it that you say, man, we just got to have that, got to do this, got to do that?
We can't get rid of the dogs, the lizard, the phones we need to have for work, the
Right.
computers,
Right,
fax machines,
yeah.
football.
Football.
Football, oh, we gotta have football.
Gotta have football.
Yeah. I'm with you there.
Okay. The vehicles we have, I mean, the reason we have the trucks are for work.
So what have you done that in retrospect you just say, that was really dumb? You know it's hard to take back stupid.
Right.
Because I've done it, I've just done stupid stuff. It's hard to take back stupid. Look at it and tell me, what have you done? How did you get here?
I think the biggest thing is when we got married, I took the business over from my father and basically restarted up in another area and built the house at the same time.
So you overextended?
Absolutely.
Spent money you didn't have.
Spent money you didn't have.
Time you didn't have. And got in underwater.
Got way underwater.
Okay, what's it doing to you?
Give me a stomach ache.
Every day?
Every day.
You guys have a lifestyle, and I know we sped that up for effect and all of that and all, but it's because we were compressing. We were there with cameras the entire day, right?
Yeah.
And we compressed that in to give everybody a view of that. But that's pretty representative of your life, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, every day.
I mean, you got a lifestyle like you're running down the street with your hair on fire.
Right.
Okay? And do you guys agree that you can get into a position where you thrive on crisis?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, I never stop. I mean, if the crisis
Right.
she tells me I go from crisis to crisis. I don't take care of things right away. I do crisis management. And
Like putting out fires all day long.
Yeah, because you've got like, what, 5 phones in your house? Mm-hmm. The President of the United States doesn't have 5 phones in his office. Don't you sell sporting equipment?
Yes, I do.
What do you have, like a huddle emergency? We need a helmet strap out here. You go in by chopper or something to get to, why do you need 5 phones?
Well, you try to service your customers. I mean, I've got over 300 accounts, and it's trying to service all 300 and trying to fulfill their needs and be a good salesman and a good person. And it's just to the point right now where we finally said, you know what, is it worth it? It's not. I mean...
Well, the truth is you don't have 300 accounts. You have 304 accounts because you got to add you got to add your wife, and you got to add those 2 kids.
Yeah.
And they ought to go at the top of that list,
Yeah.
not the bottom. We work hard our entire lives to build wealth for retirement. If your retirement dropped 30% tomorrow, would you be ready? Or would you just have to wait and hope it comes back? The last thing any of us wants is to watch our retirement accounts shrink every time Wall Street panics, the dollar drops, or global uncertainty rises. That's why so many successful Americans turn to gold to help protect their retirement. And Preserve Gold is the only precious metals company I trust and recommend. Let me be frank, gold is not for everybody. And I do not give financial advice, but I do urge you to get my free wealth protection guide from Preserve Gold and learn about a special offer to receive up to $20,000 in free gold and silver. Text Ask Phil to 50505 or call 844-718-2642. All right, I'm here with Ed and Ginger, who've been living beyond their means for years, both emotionally and financially. They know they have to make some drastic changes, but they don't know what or how. More recently, they went through the process of filing bankruptcy. Not something that's fun to talk about, but take a look.
In 2001, that was a tough year, and our business wiped us out financially.
Filing bankruptcy is actually the hardest thing I've ever done.
And we felt really, really ashamed about it.
The worst part is it's completely against my morals. And most of all, I feel I let my family down. I mean, I let our beautiful house go, and losing the business itself that I worked basically almost my whole entire life to have and pass on. It's real tough.
We're afraid that we could overspend again, we could get in that position, and we don't want that to happen.
She manages the checkbook, and we pay the bills one at a time. That's all we can do.
We need help saving money, putting money in a college fund for the kids. Where, is it okay to take a vacation? I think we have a hard time justifying anything extra.
You're trying to raise kids, and you're trying to give them the best schooling, the best education, live in a nice neighborhood with nice friends and nice neighbors. And you work as hard as you can to get all these things, but the problem is you can't enjoy them because you're working too hard to keep the things. What am I going to do? It seems like it's a vicious beast. Finances is always a vicious beast that you just can't get away from.
Not fun, but both of you grew up in hectic lifestyles as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you learn what you live.
Exactly.
And you see that being mirrored. Now, I'm going to tell you, I think that you guys, like so many people in America, have absolutely been suckered by the marketing machine.
Yes.
You have been suckered into a lifestyle that doesn't make any sense, overextends you emotionally, financially, and all because you've been programmed by the marketing machine that this is what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to have, what your kids are supposed to do and have. How many of you relate to what they're saying? If you've been in that same chaos, raise your hand. Raise it real high. So I can say, all right, that's just about everybody. Close. Well over half. Now, what I want to talk to you about is what I call re-engineering your life. That's living by design. And the hardest thing to do is to admit that what you're doing is not working and that you're willing to change it. You've got to be absolutely willing to change it. And as Stephen Covey says, you got to begin with the end in mind. So I want you to tell me what it is you really want. At the other end of this re-engineering, what do you want?
I want a 40-hour work week,
All right.
8 to 5, have evenings off, and have time to vacation, and have money in the bank, and not have any worries.
That would be success for you. What do you want?
A lot of the same as her, most of the same as her, but also, you know, for my kids not to have to go through what I'm doing. I mean, I learned from my family, and I don't want them learning from me. I want them to have an easier life.
Because you're modeling it for them, right?
Absolutely.
Both of you. And you look at them, they're stressed.
Yeah.
I mean, the little girl crying all of the time, and I know she doesn't cry all the time, but there is tension
Yes.
there and resistance. Do you agree with what I'm getting ready to say? You don't solve money problems with money.
Absolutely.
Do y'all get that? What I was saying, you don't solve money problems with money. Because I guarantee you, I could come in and pay all of your bills off, do everything exactly, get it down to zero where you are, flush even. I'd come back in 6 months. If you didn't change your lifestyle, you would be right back in the same position you're in right now. All right, so you got to be willing to change something. And you gave me a new definition for success, but you've also got to be willing in a re-engineering plan is to start making choices based on reality instead of guilt.
Okay.
Do you make choices based on guilt?
Yes.
Tell me, give me some examples of what you do because you would feel guilty if you didn't.
Buy the kids things when they want it.
Yeah,
They
buying them
ask,
what, like clothes, toys,
DVDs,
games?
animals,
Okay.
exotic animals.
All right. So, yeah, like you said a few minutes ago, power of language is really important. You've got to change your language in all of this. Because both of you have used a lot of dramatic words. You said, we have to do this. We can't do that. I ask you, what can you not give up? You look me right in the eye and says, we can't give up our lizard.
Well, that's because it's Dakota's. I'd feel guilty asking him to give that up.
Why do you need a lizard?
I don't want the lizard. Dakota wants the lizard.
But who's running this deal, Dakota or you?
We are.
I can't go out. I cannot find my bearded dragon. What do you need with a lizard?
I don't need the lizard.
How far is it to go get 20 crickets? You go get 20,
Probably
is
like
20
a half
crickets
a-
a day?
Yeah, the lizard eats 20 crickets a day, so we have to go once a week and buy 100 crickets and put them in the garage, feed them, you know, give them vitamins so she's fed. Then we have to hand water the dragon. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work that you, we'll come back to that. All right. This lizard is on my hit list. All right. Now, when we're talking about these financial things, there can be no sacred cows. If you're going to do things based on reality instead of guilt, whatever we're doing, if you're saying, I named my goal, I want to be financially stable, I want to calm down, then there are no sacred cows. You have to be willing to challenge everything. How much money are you spending a month on cars? I'll answer that. It's $889.54. $889.54. One of them gets $300 a month in gas, the other one $100 a month in gas, so you must not drive yours that much.
Right.
So that's $400. So you're spending $1,200 plus a month on cars. You know what? You can't afford that. You cannot afford that. You say, well, you got to spend money to make money. I got to have a car. There are no sacred cows. You do need wheels to work because you got to deliver your product and that sort of thing. You people can't afford $289 worth of cars a month. And that's before you add tires and brakes and all of that. You got to be willing to do something that cuts that down directly. You're spending $150 a month on cable. On cable. You can't pay your bills and you're spending $159. You can get that on network. You don't need cable to get me. This is the only quality on television. Besides Oprah, you can get Oprah and me on network. You don't need cable. All right, so you don't need that. You've got 3 cats and 2 dogs. Is that right? One dog and two cats. 3 cats and 2 dogs.
2 cats, 3 dogs.
2 cats, 3 dogs, and a lizard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, do you know that each pet averages $560 a year? No. $560 a year in vet bills, food. $560 times 5, that's $2,500 plus a year that you're talking about. $2,500 a year. You're spending $1,800 a year on cable. Add that up, we're now approaching $4,000, and you've got 5 credit cards with an average balance of $500 a piece on them, correct? All right. You can't afford that. That means you spent money you didn't have when you charged that up for $500. Now, Mom, tell me the kids have to have clothes.
The kids have to have clothes.
And you buy them brand names, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Like Tommy Hilfiger.
Yes.
And all of that sort of thing. Okay? You can buy the same stuff without the logos on them for half the price. But you're going and buying brand name clothes with money you don't have for kids who don't need them. Now add all of that up and you're spending $500 a month paying on those credit cards, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're now approaching $5,000 a year. And you say, well, that's just $5,000 a year. Divide it out. What difference would it make if you were putting $400 or $500 a month in savings right now?
A big difference.
Be a lot of difference.
It'd make a big difference,
Yes.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because by the end of the year, you'd have $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, which would quadruple what you have in savings right now if you combine your 401k and your savings account. You would be doubling, tripling, quadrupling what you have if you were willing to challenge and get rid of that stuff. So why don't you?
Well, we will now.
You don't think.
You didn't know
Good
how.
All right, Ed and Ginger have been living beyond their means since they were married 14 years ago. It's deeply entrenched. They're hoping to get their overscheduled and overspending lifestyle under control so their children don't adopt the same patterns. I cannot believe that I've convinced you of all of that. So, tell me what you disagree with.
No, I agree. I agree with what you're saying. We don't pay attention when you just said the numbers at the end of the year, how much the cats cost and the dogs. I don't think we think about that long term.
And of course, everybody's probably at home going, give the children's dogs away? Well, you know what? This is the attitude that I was talking about. If you're going to deal with reality instead of guilt, then you cannot afford $560 per pet per year and have 5 pets. Yeah. You can't do that. And when I watch that tape, you got cats howling, dogs barking, phones ringing. My stomach hurt watching the tape. So that goes into the emotional side of this. So the idea is, are you going to deal, what is your priority? Is your priority to get this under control or continue to feed this guilt monster? What do you think about what I'm saying?
I think, like you're saying, it's getting control of this monster. Because living in the guilt, I mean, it's just, we can't do it anymore.
Well, let me tell you what you've said here. And I wrote these things down. And you said first, you pay $100 for A on a report card.
Yeah.
Okay, first off, unless he's a knucklehead, this could cost you a lot of money.
Yeah.
And he looked to me like a very bright young man.
Yes.
So you probably are stacking some A's up. That's ridiculous. And in addition, it demotivates the child. That's the conversation for another day. You buy the brand name clothes. You have 6 televisions in your house, 4 VCRs, 2 DVD players, 4 computers. You don't need all of that stuff in addition to being a financial disaster. What about the stress that you have during the day of all of these TVs going, dogs barking, cats howling? That adds to the emotional side as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If you're going, and I noticed your daughter, she doesn't want to be a cheerleader.
No, she doesn't.
Did you notice that she had her heels dug in and you're dragging her to cheerleading school? Were you a
Yeah.
cheerleader?
No.
Do you wish you had been?
No.
Well, why are you making her do
Well,
it?
she asked me to in the beginning, and then she bailed out.
You've got to be willing to give some things up. Challenge everything in your life. What's up with your 6-year-old daughter sleeping in your bed?
She won't sleep in her room. She's scared.
Yes, she will. She's sleeping in your bed. Daughter, we got to lose the daughter from the bed. Lose the daughter from the bed, please. Thank you. The daughter is gone. Now, that's how easy that is. You just call the control room and she's gone. Right? But it's harder at home, right?
Yes.
And you feel guilty because she's upset. She wants to be in your room. She likes to be with mom, right?
She says she's scared.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Calls us.
Do you suppose that she would get over that?
I think she will. I think she'll outgrow it.
Yeah. When?
Well, sooner now.
You need it now, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice when you went into your bedroom and shut the door that was quiet time for the two of you?
That'd be great.
Maybe not always quiet, but it was time for the two of you. Okay? Because you got to decide to put yourself number one on the list at times, where you set these children down and say, do not come to that door unless one of you is on fire. Okay? And if she keeps coming down there, it will be very difficult the first time. You may stay up all night long, but that girl needs to sleep in her bedroom. Friday nights, you take your son on your date.
Well, it hasn't become, I mean, we go to a movie, that's our date. It's 'cause we're going so fast, and it's just, we got to get up early in the morning for doing things and work-wise. It's not,
And football.
football, we don't spend a lot of quality time with him, we think, but after reading your son's book, I found out that watching a movie is not quality time.
No, it's not quality. You can watch a movie with a stranger. You don't talk during the movie, do you?
No.
No.
So what is that? We're going to go be alone together? That's not quality time. You don't want to do that anyway. You need to, I mean, look at this. You're at a date, and your son's there. Lose the son from the date, please. Okay? Now he's gone. All right? But the number one thing I want you to do is you've got to give yourself permission.
Okay.
And change your language. You're saying, I have to do this. I have to do that. We have to have a lizard. How ridiculous does that sound when you hear it back from an adult?
It's,
Ridiculous.
We have to have a bearded dragon eating 20 crickets a day in our house? Am I missing something here?
You have to talk to Dakota.
You
gotta
need to,
convince
no,
him.
you have to talk to Dakota. You have to have a family meeting when you get home and sit down and say, kids, we're calming down. We're stripping our life down. We're eliminating a lot of moving parts in this life. And if they're upset for a few days, trust me, they'll get over it. And don't be afraid of telling them that you've got to make some financial adjustments for a period of time to be solid. Don't you know the truth when you hear it?
Yes.
yeah.
Are you hearing the truth?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
And don't you know they'll hear the truth when you tell them?
Yes.
They'll hear the truth, and I'll promise you, you don't know poor. When I was in the 7th grade, when I was Dakota's age, and I did get a ride to school, the first thing I had to do was cut a piece of cardboard to put over the hole in the floorboard of the car so the mud wouldn't get up on my clothes before I went to school. Now that's not, and you know what? I think I turned out pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't seem particularly scarred by it. Get the guilt out. Get the guilt out of your mind, change your language, and have a meeting. Now, Carol and Andrew are engaged and will be blending families. They're already at the breaking point because Carol feels she has to be everything to everyone every minute of the day, like going to football practice, even though that's not what she does. Take a look.
I'm Carol, and I have 2 kids, 6 and 8, and Andrew has a son who's 9. We've been together for about 3 years. I've always been a people pleaser. To be perfect, to be the supermom, is what I expect for myself now. I need to make sure that everybody's happy. And if it takes cooking 3 different meals for 3 different kids, and then Andrew and I's meal, I'll do it. Ever since I could remember, if things didn't go well, I felt like if I failed, and that hurts me.
It's really difficult for me to see Carol put so much stress and pressure on herself about so many things.
I try to make sure that everybody is on time for everything. God forbid if there's a glitch.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh shoot, I forgot the keys.
We spend about 4 to 5 hours in the car each day, which averages out to about 20 plus hours. I'm surprised I don't get road rage.
Out of my way.
It's the smallest things. If I think that I can't accomplish or it doesn't go the way I had planned, it kills me.
I try to help pretty much with whatever I can. Carol has a tough time asking for help.
We recently started a new business, so my credit has funded this new endeavor, and I have to tell you, it's scary. I'm doing this off of 2 hours of sleep versus 4 to 5 hours of sleep, so those days are really tough. And God forbid I have to pay bills that day. If something doesn't change soon, I think that I will have a breakdown. Dr. Phil, can you help us get our schedule under control so we can have a more balanced life?
Oh, yes. Yes, I can help you get it under control if you're willing to do a few things. Now, did you hear what I was saying to Ginger earlier about the power of language?
Yes, I did.
The power of language, because I made some notes about a few things that you said, and I want you to tell me about this. You said, and I quote, "If things didn't go well, I feel that I failed, and that hurts me." Is that realistic?
No,
I mean, are you in control of everything?
I feel as if I'm not on top of things all the time, or if something goes wrong, that I could have done something different.
Because you're
I try to be
super mom? Yeah, so you're gonna like just fly in there and fix everything, right?
I'll do everything that I can to fix it.
Well, but isn't the fact that that's not working for you?
No, it's not working for me.
And you're not, and you aren't fixing everything, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm very anal about detail, and I plan out my days. And I mean, even 10 minutes thrown into the mix where I didn't expect something to happen just throws me off for the whole day.
So what do you think about this?
Well, obviously, it's very frustrating for me to see her be uncomfortable. And I let her know that, you know, my feelings kind of like the expectations or resentments under construction. I feel that if there was something that I could do to help her so that she doesn't have the stress, then that's what I want to do, because I don't want to see her in pain. I love her.
Well, are you making your choices out of guilt?
All out of guilt.
Okay, what is up with this? What is up with this guilt thing? I mean, if you're making all your choices out of guilt instead of reality, then you're doomed every day. You are a short order cook. You got 3 kids. You cook 3 different meals, right?
I try to give them what they want.
You try to give them what they want. 3 kids, 3 different meals.
Yes.
Okay, and that's 7 days a week.
Yes.
That's 21 different meals per kid per week.
It's a good thing I like to cook.
No, it's not. But that's 21 meals.
I never thought of it that way.
You see, I'm wanting you to challenge that and think about it.
My daughter doesn't eat a lot of different types of foods, so
She
I can't
would
let
if
her
she
starve.
got hungry. If it's mealtime and you say, here's what we're having, and she says, I don't want that, okay. You take it away. And then next mealtime you say, okay, here's what we're having now. I don't want that, okay. pretty soon, next meal, she's going to be eating the Formica off the table. I mean, children won't starve. I promise you, children won't starve. I would eat Cocoa Puffs if I got hungry enough.
That's her favorite food.
I know, that's why I mentioned that. Have you ever heard of a Japanese term called koshushi?
No.
Koshushi is a term that describes a disease that they have identified, which is overwork to death. That people can put themselves in such a frantic pace for whatever reason that it compromises their autoimmune system. They are susceptible to disease. They get things like lupus and arthritis and MS, all of those things, and an unbelievably high percentage of people that get in that situation are those who think they got to be a supermom. Tell me, since you're doing this out of guilt, do you think it is a gift to those children or to the man in your life to make yourself sick?
No. I can't. I would feel guilty if I even thought about leaving the kids without a mother.
Then don't you think that it would be a gift to them if you decided to take care of their mom instead of being a martyr?
Yes.
Carol and Andrew are engaged and struggle to even find the time to plan the wedding. Now, Andrew, this is a literal statement, right? You guys want to get married, but you just can't find the time to do it.
We talked about just kind of going to the justice of the peace with our parents and kids and say, I do,
and get out. And
maybe later we could have a luau on the beach and just kind of relax. That was kind of our plan.
Yeah,
but
later when you get time, right?
Yeah, and the money.
And the money.
And
right.
the money.
Yeah, well, maybe somebody could just, like, you could do a drive-by or something. You're married. Okay. Thank you. That's romantic. But, where does this come from with moms? I understand that you love and care about the children, but don't you have some wrong thinking here?
I'm a people pleaser. I need to make sure that everybody is happy all the time.
Why?
It's just always the way I've been. I'd rather put myself aside and make sure everybody else is taken care of first.
Okay, but do you think that that's the moral high ground? Do you think that is, I'm the best, most devoted parent because?
It makes me feel good to know that I could do so much for my kids.
Mm-hmm. Well, what are you going to say to those children if they come to you 5 years from now and you are depressed and sick, emotionally unavailable, and just have nothing to give to them? And do you think at that point they're going to say, well, that was a fair trade for getting a short order cook for a mom and having her fix 63 meals a week? Do you think they'll think that's a fair trade?
No.
What do you suppose would happen if you just said, guys, I'm going to be gone for a while taking care of me, and you just need to get over it?
That would be great.
You like that sound, don't you? No, really, I'm not abandoning my children here. The truth is that you really rob children of a sense of self-mastery when you don't leave them on their own to do some things. I hear parents sometimes say, I have never spent a night away from my children in 6.5 years. Don't tell me.
No. I've had time away.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe a night.
All right. If you leave your children home for an hour or you go away for a night, you know what? They learn, A, that mom goes away, but she comes back. And that's a very confident feeling. They learn, hey, we were on our own and we did it. We were fine. We got through it okay. And they like that feeling. You've got some wrong thinking here And that's what I mean about re-engineering. You need to think everything through and challenge whether or not there is a rational basis for all of this sacrifice that you're doing. And I don't think you're going to overcorrect to being a crummy mom. That's not a danger here. But you need to realize that you aren't giving your children a gift by being a martyr instead of a mother. Think about that. Okay, newlyweds Aaron and Julie are in a he said, she said battle. He says, we need to pay your debts off now. She says, no way, I need to get my hair and nails done. Okay. How long y'all been married?
About a month.
Did you think about discussing this before you got married?
We discussed it. Sort of.
Maybe not enough.
Okay, we discussed this sorta. What does sorta mean?
Well, her philosophy is she works hard and she makes money and she has the right to spend that money. And my philosophy is...
Well, I'm so glad you brought that up because I do. I want to talk about this a little bit because I want to tell you that everybody, I believe in balance. I really do. I think you got to have some balance in your life. It can't be all work and no comfort. And you expect that, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you don't think you need to like live in a tent till you get the money paid off?
Not anymore.
Okay, not anymore? So you were in a tent. Okay. All right. But now, the first question is, can you afford it? Because let me tell you, if your outgo exceeds your income, you got a problem.
Right, but I think, okay, I'll just get another job.
Okay.
To pay for my hair and nails or the things that I think are...
Okay, and then
nice.
Soon, I'm not talking to you, I'm now talking to you. Because these guys are you with some more jobs.
Kids and pets.
Okay, do you see what I'm saying? Isn't that exactly right?
Yes, exactly.
Didn't you spend the money?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You spent the money on the things that you didn't have to have. You could justify it, but you couldn't afford it. But you did it anyway out of guilt. Okay? And so you're saying, okay, I'll just get another job. And then pretty soon, you got another job. And then, like you say, you add a couple of dogs, throw in a cat or two. I know where you can get a cheap lizard. So, I mean, pretty soon you get into a hectic lifestyle. Are you willing to trade peace of mind to have your nails done?
We can afford that, but we're just not getting anywhere with the credit cards.
Well,
They're
it's
just
not,
there.
and it's not any one thing that brings you down. Do y'all get that? It's not any one thing. It's 15 bucks here, 20 bucks there, 30 bucks here, charge this, charge that, do this, do that, and pretty soon in the aggregate, that's a lot of money. Deprivation is not necessarily a bad thing if you say, all right, for a period of time, we're going to make a plan. So you got to decide what you want. And yes, I know that getting your nails done won't make you bankrupt. But if you add it to everything else that comes from that philosophy, you're in the ditch in a short period of time. True?
Yes, Your Honor.
True?
Yes.
All right.